The camera? Yeah, there we go. We're live. It's nearly freezing somewhere in Houston or Texas area. And I am trying to extend my off-camera streak of 11 consecutive hooks on my ring toss game. So let's go, shall we? I'm the Old Humble guy. This is the Old Humble Distilling Company. We are, what's today? The 12th? There's 1, 2, 3. Holy shit. Oh, okay. So I was just live over on TikTok for about an hour. I got a streak of 6. The TikTok streak is 6. The off-camera streak is 11. I make whiskey. This whiskey, as a matter of fact, the Old Humble Distilling Company Special Reserve, among others. You can ask me anything about whiskey. You can ask me anything about owning a company, about building a company, about, whatever the hell. Ask me literally anything. I will answer it. I do a lot of tastings. I know what my whiskey tastes like. I know when people try to lie to me. This one dum-dum was talking to me today, trying to be entertaining. Also, y'all don't need to be entertaining when you come talking to tasters. We do not need you to entertain us. We can entertain ourselves. This one guy came up, grabbed the bottle. He said, "Oh, good samples?" And he started to walk off with the bottle. I'm like, all right, you go on with the bottle if you want to. He's like, "It's a sample, right?" And he gave me a big dumb shit-eating grin. I'm like, dude, you can take the bottle up to the cashier and try to walk out and say it was a sample if you want. You're not making me laugh. You're not funny. I don't care. It was actually fairly late in the tasting, and I was done. I was over it. Who we got here? Whiskey Uncensored. Cheers, Whiskey Uncensored. Is it cask strength? We will be giving away a bottle of super secret whiskey every month, January, February, and March. People who get into our lives, like you, Whiskey Uncensored, will be entered into the drawing, which will be done at the end of January, and we will give away 3 bottles in March. There will be a January winner, a February winner, and a March winner. It is part of our studio fundraiser that I'm doing. This is part of the studio fundraiser. Super chats get entered into the drawing. For every $1 of super chat, you get entered another time into the drawing. Members will be entered the number of times that they are members. For the dollar value of their annual membership, they will be entered. So our super fans get 25 entries in the drawing. William Hall, Mr. Jiggs, they both have 25 entries. So everybody else, we've got, oh goodness, Tater Dom and Top Shelf Dustin and Bimbo Barbarella all got in. I hear a car. Hang on a second. Oh, that's a truck. That's a truck down the street. There's a truck storage lot right around the corner from me. So yeah, no, I've said before, I don't make cask strength whiskey, but I have been playing around with the idea of a cask strength whiskey. So I wouldn't put it past me to come up with a cask strength whiskey as a special release for our March mini music fest. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. Hot shit. That's 7. This is exciting. That's 8. That's 9. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's 10. That's 11. That is officially my longest streak. That is 12. That is the longest streak. 12 is the longest streak, and it's televised on the YouTubes. So yeah, we are going to be releasing a limited edition, special edition whiskey on March 13th. Is it March 13th or April 13th? It might be April 13th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That limited edition whiskey might be a cask strength rye. I would not put it past me to come up with a cask strength rye. I have the inventory for it. 2. So I just need to, we're playing around with this idea. And that is part of our studio giveaway. Super chats get entered. For every $1 of the super chat, you get entered one time. Everybody gets into chat on a live. You are entered. So Whiskey Uncensored, you're in on the January drawing. In fact, let me get my notebook and write these names down so I don't forget. Need to make sure I have a proper accounting. You know what I mean? So, record my January drawing. I was live yesterday. The January drawing yesterday. I need to write Tater Dom, Mr. Jiggs, times 25, William Hall, times 25, Top Shelf Dustin, Bimbo Barbarella, and now, today, we have Whiskey Uncensored. There, okay. We should still go because they're doing things until, okay, well, I've got to be somewhere tonight before midnight. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, one, I guess I should just go ahead and freaking announce it. The plan is right now, as of right now, the plan is cask strength rye whiskey. Cask strength straight rye. That's 3, 4. So the plan is cask strength rye as the limited edition release for our spring mini music fest, which is tentatively scheduled for March. It might be moved to April. 4, 5. So the streak is currently 12. So the goal, the hope is that we can raise some money for the studio. I know you don't, but that's why it's fun to always ask. But see, that's the thing. We are going to be giving away that's the limited release. I do a limited release every 6 months, or at least I'm falling into this pattern of every 6 months. The last limited release was October-ish, November. So this next limited release will be March. That's about 6 months. Yeah. So there you go. Cask strength rye whiskey. And the name I'm playing around with for the labeling is Black Cat Ridge Cask Strength Rye. Because Black Cat Ridge was a district just outside of Humble where all the brothels and saloons moved to when the founding fathers, or when the city fathers of Humble decided to get all of the degenerates, living and dead, out of the city of Humble. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is a streak of 5. So yeah, and when I say living and dead, I mean they literally dug up a cemetery and got all of the dead people who they considered to be degenerates, which is code word for brown and black people, and made them relocate their burial plots to just outside of the city. But yeah, all the saloons and bars and brothels and houses of ill repute moved to Black Cat Ridge shortly thereafter. And the whiskey that would have been consumed at Black Cat Ridge would have been a very strong rye whiskey, because this was pre-prohibition. Pre-prohibition in the what would be considered the Wild West, or the Mild West, I guess is what it would be called out here, of the United States. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. That is what we're looking at. What's that say? Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community standards. Well, bitch, bitch, bitch there, YouTubes. But yeah, this is part of our studio fundraiser. A little bit, trying to raise a little bit of cash for the studio. I need equipment. I need new lights. I need new camera. I need new new lights, new camera. The green screen would be nice. I need a new computer. I need a new computer. I need a lot of stuff. That's 4, if I'm counting properly. Well, doesn't matter. 12 is the current live streak. The YouTube record is 12. The TikTok record is 6. 1, 2. The non-televised record was 11. So the world record, the overall record for consecutive hooks, is 12, which was televised on YouTube. Or televised, broadcast, streamed. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, I will probably be shutting this down in about 15 minutes. This could be a short live. Probably be shutting this down in about 15 minutes so that I can head to the house and hit the road to get out to a retreat for conclaves. 1. Or, yeah, it's a youth committee thing. 1. Dreadfully dull is what that is. Why can't I get a streak going? 1. I think I want to make sure. I want to double check my stream from yesterday and make sure I got all the names in. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. All right, onward we go. The Texans play the Browns tomorrow. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're doing it. So the giveaway is our cast strength rye, brand new, limited edition. Oops. I hooked the camera. It's kind of cool that I can go live with my phone. I didn't know I could go live with my phone. That was not a thing that we could do. Should I turn off the light? No, I'll leave the door open. 1. Anything, come on. Let's go. What the hell? Is this thing on? 1. 1, 2, 3. Bloody hell. Oi. You are getting sleepy. You are getting very sleepy. You are getting so sleepy. You are falling under my influence. You will buy my whiskey. I always thought that being a hypnotist would be really good with being a salesman. 1, 2. Oh, nope. 1. I wonder if there are zombie corporations. 1, 2, 3, where it's like a community association or a community corporation or something like that. It's just kind of gone dormant. 1, 2. I mean, you'd have to demonstrate that you and your board are successors in interest. 2, 3, 4, 5. And if there are any shareholders still to be found, 1. Yeah, there's got to be a way. 1. If there's a corporation, you have a board. 1. And I ran into this problem a lot when I was at the bank, because there'd be I was a trustee for cemetery and funeral trusts, and you'd run into these little community cemeteries that weren't the cemetery itself was an entity, but the maintenance committee that maintained the trust to care and maintain the cemetery was separate from the entity that was the cemetery. So the cemetery was part of a private property of a family or something like that, and it was no longer actively managed. It doesn't pay property taxes because it's a cemetery. So it's just dormant land that just sits there, right? Owned by the people who are buried in that property. So companies can go through legal maneuvers and take the land for eminent domain and use that land then to build neighborhoods or commercial developments or whatever. And then the bodies get reinterred at a municipal cemetery or a pauper's grave or something somewhere else. But there were more than a few occasions where these small cemeteries had a property owners, a committee of property owners, a care and maintenance board that was maintained by the property owners and their property owners' descendants or interested neighborhood residents or whatever. And everybody on these boards was like 75 years old. They were all old because the kids moved away and nobody in the neighborhood knew to do anything with it. So every once in a while you run into a case where you have an account that's a couple $100,000 and there's no board that speaks for that couple $100,000. That couple $100,000 is sitting there prudently invested as the trustee is supposed to do, but the people who are tasked with running it, appointing the trustee, replacing the trustee, whatever, those people, there's no board. There's no board. There's no mechanism for appointing a board. There's just nobody there on the other side. There's no counterpart in trustee-trustor relationship. And that happens, with care and maintenance for cemeteries. I got to assume it happens for actual companies as well, where a company existed, bought some equipment, owned a lease or was liable for a lease, and then just stopped functioning for whatever reason. They go dormant. There's, a board of directors that no longer meets. They just kind of quit. They just kind of, they closed up the doors. and there's no final declaration of insolvency or final declaration that we're not doing business anymore. The company doesn't dissolve. The company still exists. The company still persists. It just doesn't do any business anymore. You know? I wonder how many assets are tied up with businesses like that. I wonder. I mean, it's got to be more than zero, right? There's got to be occasionally, just like there's houses that go into foreclosure, and tax liens, property that's tax liens and stuff like that. There's got to be businesses that are in the same situation where you can go down to the county office and say, okay, I want to take over this business. I'm now the successor in interest for this business. And, maybe they got patents or something or some kind of asset attached to that business. I don't know. That might be an interesting little mining expedition to go after one day. See if we could find a company, a zombie company. Has no board of directors, no identifiable owners. Just sitting there in a tax office waiting to get bought. All right, that's enough. It is 8. It's 8:24. I'm going to wrap this up in 6 minutes. I have gone completely dry. Have not sunk. There's one. Had not sunk anything before that. 1. This is terrible. All right, let's go again. Nope. 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 There it is. Woo! Yeesh. What's that button do? I've never gone live from my phone before. What is this? Pin to live stream? Tag products. No, I don't want to do that. What's this do? Enhancements. Okay, what's that? This is chat viewing options. Live chat, that's what I want to see. Okay. What's this one? Save highlights, share, enable flash, mute microphone. I don't want to do that. Oh, wow, look, it's bright all of a sudden. Let's turn that off. What's this do? Creator tools, start a poll. No. All right. That's 1. Let's go again. What else we got? Nope. 1. Come on. Come on. I'm mad. Maybe I do want to turn the flash on. Have better lighting. That's good lighting. I'll take that. 1. 1. Hoy vey. All right. 8:26. 4 minutes to go, and then we wrap it up entirely. It's done. I'm not hitting a single shot. Try this. Go that way. That nailed the hook. Nailed the hook. I sank my first 12. Went straight from jump. I had a streak of 12. If I go from the left side. Come on. Why? Why are you suddenly being obtuse? What is going on here? There we go. All right, I sunk one. Should I call it? Should I be all like, I got on a high note? I sunk one, I should walk away? I can't do that. I can't do that. You hit one, you got to go for two. Yeah, and that's what happens. 1, 2. Doing good. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Going to a conference center that has, let's see, my son just sent me a movie. What did he send me? Crazy Town. This is going to go down as one of the least watched lives I've ever done. 2 in a row. Ha, 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 ha. Ah, farts. 1. That was an interesting hook. 1. So it looks like on this side, the hook has to go pretty much. But it looks like it bounces out because it hits the back of the hook. 1. Let me see what's going on here. Well, it's not bouncing off because I'm not hitting the back of the hook at all. I'm not hitting the damn hook at all. I may have to recalibrate the machine. It goes up. Okay. 1. 1, 2. Okay. I'm upset and frustrated. But I did get a new streak of 12. The world record, YouTube record are the same of 12 hooks in a row. TikTok record is only 6. So take that, TikTok. You can suck it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, I am the Old Humble Guy. This is the Old Humble Distilling Company, and this is the end of Sports Night at the Distillery. Cheers to all y'all, and we will be back some other day doing stuff. Good night. Is that the button I push? Yeah, that's the one I push.